What's poppin', y'all? My name is Amara Onwukaeme, and I'm the CEO, manager, and founder of the Hairline LLC, hailing from Atlanta, Georgia, and you're watching The Hype.
What's the hype around the Hairline LLC?
Well, the Hairline is not just the average hair company. I feel like the Hairline is an attitude, a mantra, like a motive that I want everybody wearing my wigs, my hair to exude. I feel that people just limit themselves to just selling hair. I'm trying to sell a lifestyle. I'm trying to sell a fantasy that people, that an actually achievable fantasy that people that wear my hair will feel fierce and confident and make themselves. It's one thing to show up, but it's another thing to have presence. So I feel like my company gives the girl the confidence to step in the room and be like, I'm that, you know the rest, I'm that.
Okay, so I know that you just launched the Hairline LLC and you were formerly Glam Strands. So what is the main difference in between your two brands?
I always say that Glam Strands crawled so the Hairline can run and take off. Glam Strands started like a year ago, so I haven't been in the game that long, but in a year I've just expanded so much and grown as a business owner, grown as an individual, that I was like, you know what, like where I am, I feel like the Hairline is the best version of me. And Glam Strands was the setup, like Glam Strands was practice, and I feel like I'm ready to show the world what I'm capable of and show the world like, okay, this is my project and now it's gonna be explosive. So I feel like that's the difference. Hairline is explosive.
And then the company Glam Strands, you said you started that a year ago. So what was your reasoning for starting a wig company as a college student?
Because I cut off all my hair. Like under this wig, I'm wearing a wig now by Hairline, of course. I cut off all my hair. Like one day I was like, you know what, F it, like I'm gonna cut off all my hair. But then again, I'm like, I still love weave. Like I still love what weave can do. Like weave can literally take me from black and bald to a blonde and vixen, like in 2 seconds. And I just love the versatility. And so I started making my own wigs, and people were looking at me like, that's kind of lit. Like that looks good. And I was like, hey, like I'll make you one. When I first started doing wigs, I started doing wigs for like $30, like just to like kind of practice. And then I was like, yeah, and I started getting nice at it. Like I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna charge $50 and I'm gonna charge $80 and work my way up. So it was just really climbing the ladder, me getting confident in my ability. And still to this day, I'm learning more and more about wig making, more and more about these techniques that y'all see on Instagram and stuff. So it's just been a really enduring, growing process.
In reference to your overall brand, what's your favorite part? Is it the wig making? Is it seeing people in your wigs, seeing them post your wigs, the money?
The money is great. But what moves me more than anything is really the core essence of why people do business, people with integrity do business, and it's just the customer service. You don't understand how thrilling it is for somebody to hit me up and be like, hard eye, like I love this wig, like I look so good, like, and I'd be like, girl, like and people are like this is the best wig I've ever had. I'm like, damn, like I did that, like I didn't even know I was that nice, like, you know, like, and it's just like when people come back to me, I know that the fruits of my labor are being harvested and just being grown every day. Like one of my very first customers, like from her first order to all the way till now, she's bought 7 wigs from me, and I'm like, wow. And she just keeps on buying wigs from me, like, and when she found out that I dropped my line, she was like, you're taking all my coin. Like when do I buy? Like, how can I buy it? And I'm like, that loyalty, because nothing drives sales better. Like, you can have Rihanna, Beyonce wearing your stuff, but the best form of marketing is word of mouth. When somebody can attest to your product and attest to your quality and attest to your service, there's nothing better than that. And there's no type of marketing that's better than that. So I just love when people love my product and love my service. So that's what drives me, but the money's great too, so.
Okay, so you like the money, you like doing customer service, and we have the wigs, we have the bundles, we have everything. What does Amara like to do? What do you like to do outside of the headline?
Well, I like to, a lot of people don't know this, but I actually want to be a lawyer. I want to be an intellectual property lawyer, really honing the Black entrepreneurial spirit, because I come from a family of entrepreneurs. People think that like my family has it made because we're all entrepreneurs, but like when my parents came here, like they came straight from Nigeria. My mom was a worker at Checkers. My dad drove an ice cream truck, and they came here to live out the American dream and give me and my family, me and my brothers. They were the only people to come from their family, like from Nigeria. Like, my parents are the only ones here that made it out. I have no family other than my immediate family here. And to see them hustle, to see that they made a way out of no way, that's just all of the motivation that I need. Because it's like, if they could do it without the education opportunities that I had, without the background that I had, without the support system that I have, without Howard University, they did it. I can do it 10 times better. And I can, and the headline, what I want the headline to be is not going to be achieved in my generation. It's not going to be achieved in my lifetime. I want the headline to be so dynamic that it reaches generations and lives extended from me and extended from my goals right now. I want somebody to take this over and make it, a legacy. That's what I want for my headline. So, yeah.
Because if anything, that's what your parents did.
Yeah, that's what my parents did. Like, my parents' legacy will live on because they had that hustler mentality. Like, Nigerians know how to get to the money. Nigerians know how to make things happen. Like, my older brother is an entrepreneur. My second older brother is an entrepreneur. Like, my younger brother is probably going to be an entrepreneur. Like, and so I'm the only girl, so I had to show out a bit more because I'm the only girl. I was an underdog a little bit. So, but I'm not no underdog. People will sleep. So, yeah.
You mentioned how you have this hustle mentality, right? You're working 24/7. So what new things do you have in the works for the headline?
Like, first of all,
that much, huh?
Right. And I don't want to give y'all too much because I want y'all to look forward to it. So I'm trying to give y'all a little taste, but just enough. Wigs galore, like wigs on, but y'all, it's not any type of wigs. Like, it's just like, it's gonna be some major wigs, and first of all, what I have now is exquisite in itself. But let me tell y'all about the type of hair that I have. I researched for 4 months for my vendor. My vendor is very, very rare. Anybody that is a donor from my hair vendor is under 30 years old off rip. That's where their health is in their prime. That's where, their health is in your hair. You are what you eat. So their diets are being monitored, and like, if you have straggly ends, my vendor is not going to cut off your hair and sell it to me. This is real human hair, meaning that a girl in Brazil, doesn't come from China. A girl in Brazil under 30 years old that has good health is giving her hair to you. And so that means that, all of my hair comes from the same donor. That prohibits shedding, excess tangles and matting, the things that you see, because other hair vendors, they'll get hair from the ground, hair from brushes, and the cuticles are not aligned. Like, a cuticle can be facing downward when it was really facing up. But no, they literally chop off the ponytail, and what you see is what you get.
With this brand, we have this premium luxury hair.
Luxury. Say it loud.
So you have all these wigs. Who is your dream collaboration? One day, you've made it. When? Who is wearing your wigs?
I know I've made it. See, that's a tricky question because I don't put one customer over another. And I want to get to the point not where, like, of course I want Beyonce knowing what my wigs are, Rihanna wearing my wigs are, but that's a tricky question in itself because I want everybody to feel like, regardless of, I want everybody to be front page. I want everybody to get the attention. Like, and so I feel that I made it when my wigs are the standard. When you think of soda, you think of Coke. When you think of computers, or Pepsi. When you think of computers, you think of Mac, you think of Microsoft. When you think of hair, you need to think of the headline. And I want to get it to the point where I can walk up to somebody totally unrelated to hair and they can distinguish what my product is. They know what my product is.
Household name. A
household name. No, like Bill Gates hasn't worn my weave, but he knows what my line is. No, Warren Buffett hasn't bought bundles from me, but he knows what my line is.
And who you are.
And who I am, exactly who I am. I want to be that much of a tycoon that I can, I can present myself without even having to say anything. And that I want that for my brand as well.
And with not having to say anything, right? With this big brand that you're building, in 10 years, I go on Google, I type in the Headline LLC, I type in Amara Onwukaeme. What do you think is gonna pop up?
Okay, I'm about to give you two separate answers. For the Headline LLC, you're gonna see my as a aesthetic company. It's not gonna just stay a hair company. It's definitely not. It's gonna be an aesthetic company. So for runway shoots, for weddings, for events, for when Rick Ross wants to have a video shoot, you're gonna see my team, my Headline bus, come over there with weaves, come over there with makeup. You're gonna see my Headline people really making headliners of women. It's gonna be more than just, okay, I'm just selling bundles. And then on top of that, my theme is the cover shop. My theme is a magazine. Every single month, I'm coming out with a new edition. So on the cover, you might get a chance. It's gonna be so big to the point that people are gonna wanna collaborate with me to be on one of the covers of my magazines. So for instance, if Maya Micole Reese has a swimsuit line, I sell curly bundles and swimsuit. That's a great aesthetic. I want that on the front page of the Headline because that's equal promotion. And then they're gonna tune into the Headline TV and see how they recreated that look. So that's promotion. That's a mutually beneficial promotion for both her brand and my brand because they wore her swimsuit, they wore my bundles, but let's see how they recreated that look because I want it. So you see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be, every single month is gonna be a new theme, and then people are gonna have the ability to not shop only my bundles, but shop whatever is featured on my monthly editions.
Shop that swim line.
Shop that swim line.
Makeup.
Shop the
shoes.
Right.
Everything.
Right.
That's the hype around the Headline LLC. I'm Maya Micole. Thanks for watching.
And I'm Amara Onwukaeme, and follow me on my personal Twitter and Instagram, Amara. And then follow, of course, the Headline. On Twitter, Shop Headline. On Instagram, is Shop Headline. And then my website is shopheadline.com.
Headline.
I'm sweat from head to toe. I'm wet through all my clothes. I'm fully charged, nipples are hot, ready to go.